Let me ask you something that might shake you a little. Who are you waiting for? Who do you think is going to knock on your door one day and fix your habits, heal your excuses, build your confidence, and carry you into the life you keep imagining? True. Who? Because here is the truth: most people spend their entire lives avoiding. No one is coming. Not a mentor with perfect timing. Not a friend with endless encouragement. Not luck. Not some magical moment where everything finally feels right. No one is coming. And that is not bad news. That is the most powerful news you will ever hear. Because if no one is coming, then it has always been you. Most people live in quiet expectation. They hope someone notices their effort. They hope the right opportunity appears. They hope motivation strikes like lightning. They hope confidence shows up before action. But hope without action is a beautiful lie. Wishes do not build strong bodies. Wishes do not build strong bodies. Wishes do not build disciplined minds. Wishes do not build powerful lives. Responsibility does. Heroes are not born in comfort. They are forged in decision. They are shaped in moments when a person looks at their life and says, "If this is going to change, it starts with me." That moment is never loud. It's never dramatic. It's quiet, private, personal. It is the moment you stop blaming. The moment you stop explaining why it's hard. The moment you stop waiting for permission. That is where power begins. Blame feels good for a second. It gives you relief. It lets you point outward. But every time you blame, you hand away your power. The day you say, "It's not up to me," is the day growth dies. Heroes don't wait for perfect conditions. They move with imperfect ones. They don't need certainty. They need commitment. You don't need more time. You need more discipline. You don't need more confidence. You need more courage. Confidence is earned after action, not before it. Waiting until you feel ready is one of the most dangerous traps in life. You will never feel fully ready. You act, and readiness grows around you. Being your own hero doesn't mean you stop feeling fear. It means fear stops deciding for you. It doesn't mean life becomes easy. It means you become stronger. Strength is built one decision at a time. Today's discipline. Today's choice. Today's action. Not tomorrow, not someday. Someday is the most expensive word in your vocabulary. Someday steals years from people who never act. Heroes live in today. They ask better questions. What can I do now? What am I avoiding? What small action can I take today that moves me forward? Not dramatically, not perfectly, just consistently. Small actions, repeated daily, turn ordinary people into extraordinary leaders of their own lives. Waiting feels safe. Waiting feels comfortable. Waiting protects your ego from failure. But comfort has a cost. It charges you in regret. It drains your potential. It slowly silences your dreams. And one day, if you're not careful, you wake up and realize time made a decision for you. If you don't design your life, someone else will. And they will not design it for your growth. That's why the hero's journey begins with responsibility. Responsibility for your attitude. Responsibility for your habits. Responsibility for how you respond when life gets difficult. No one else can wake up early for you. No one else can train your discipline. No one else can build your character. You must choose yourself. And choosing yourself is not selfish. It is not arrogance. It is not abandoning others. It is accepting responsibility. It is saying, my growth is my duty. Most people bend themselves to fit in. They chase approval. They twist their identity to avoid rejection. And in the process, they lose themselves. But the moment you choose yourself, something shifts. You begin building self-trust. Self-trust is the foundation of all confidence. It is the quiet voice that says, I follow through. I keep promises. I show up. Without self-trust, Courage collapses under pressure. Without self-trust, discipline fades when it gets uncomfortable. Every time you honor your word to yourself, you strengthen self-trust. Every time you do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it, you reinforce your identity. Choosing yourself is not one massive decision. It is dozens of small ones every day. To wake up when the alarm rings. To focus instead of scrolling. To say no to distractions. To say yes to growth. Each small choice is a vote for the person you are becoming. Each success is nothing more than simple disciplines practiced daily. The person you are today is the sum of your past decisions. The person you become will be the sum of the decisions you make. Starting now. And discipline is the bridge. Discipline is what separates dreamers from heroes. Most people are controlled by emotion. If they feel excited, they act. If they feel tired, they quit. If fear whispers, they retreat. Emotion is unstable. It rises and falls. It cannot be trusted. Discipline does not care how you feel. Discipline shows up when you are tired. Discipline acts when motivation disappears. Discipline moves when excuses scream. That is power. The hero relies on habit, not mood. Small, consistent actions build strength, character, and momentum. One disciplined day becomes a disciplined week. A disciplined week becomes a disciplined year. And suddenly, your entire life looks different. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. When you control your actions, you control your direction. Without discipline, you drift wherever emotion pushes you. With discipline, you steer the ship. You choose what you want most over what you want now. That choice, repeated daily, builds the hero. But discipline alone is not enough. You must protect your energy. Energy is your currency. Focus is your advantage. Every distraction you entertain costs you. Every negative voice you absorb drains you. Every unnecessary worry steals from your potential. The hero protects energy like a warrior guards territory. Your attention is sacred. Your time is limited. Your mind is the battlefield. Most people scatter their energy. They react to everything. They chase novelty. They respond to every notification. The hero does not react to everything. The hero chooses priorities. Greatness does not come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters most. Consistently. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Protect it. Limit distractions. Guard your inner world. Refuse to entertain negativity that weakens your focus. Energy plus focus creates power. Power plus action creates results. Results plus persistence create transformation. And then comes the final step, action with courage. Insight means nothing without movement. Planning means nothing without execution. The hero is not a thinker alone. The hero is a doer. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite fear. You will feel doubt. You will feel uncertainty. You will feel resistance. Act anyway. Each time you move forward, courage grows. Each time you lead yourself instead of following fear, your identity strengthens. Self-leadership is the ultimate power. It is setting your own standards. It is deciding your direction. It is refusing to let opinion or circumstance control your future. Lead yourself before you try to lead anyone else. Every day presents a choice. Will I hesitate or act? Will I complain or commit? Will I drift or decide? Those small decisions compound into destiny. Heroes are not born in comfort. They are built in action, forged in discipline, strengthened by responsibility. No one hands you power. You claim it. No one hands you courage. You practice it. No one hands you your future. You build it. Don't wish life were easier. Build yourself stronger. Every decision to act. Every commitment kept. Every commitment kept. Every moment you lead yourself instead of waiting. That is you becoming the hero. You are not waiting for destiny. You are shaping it. You are not waiting for rescue. You are becoming the rescuer. Being your own hero is not a single moment of inspiration. It is a lifetime commitment. Wake up and decide. Act despite fear. Protect your energy. Practice discipline. Lead yourself daily. Your life will not improve by chance. It will improve by choice. The hero you've been waiting for was never out there. It has always been inside you. And the moment you stop waiting, the moment you choose responsibility, the moment you act with courage, that is the moment everything changes. Be your own hero. Starting now, there comes a moment in life when the noise fades, when the applause stops, when the lights go out, and all that remains is you and the truth you've been running from. That is where this message begins. Not in comfort, not in celebration, but in the dark. This content speaks to the painful reality that nobody is coming to rescue you. No miracle phone call, no secret investor, no sudden breakthrough without effort. The world does not pause because you are tired. It does not slow down because you are confused. It keeps moving. And if you are not moving with it, you are falling behind. That truth hurts. It is heavy. It feels unfair. But it is real. So many people spend years waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for Motiva's ocean. Waiting for someone to believe in them. They scroll through other people's success stories and convince themselves that one day somehow their turn will magically come. But turns are not given, they are taken. And the only person who can take it is you. The summary of this message is simple, but brutal. Responsibility is power. The day you stop blaming your past, your family, your environment, your luck, your country, your mistakes, that is the day your life begins to change. Not because your situation instantly improves, but because your mindset shifts. And mindset is where all transformation begins. This content forces the listener to confront uncomfortable questions. How long will you keep making excuses? How many more years will you allow fear to control your decisions? How many dreams will you bury because you are afraid of failing publicly? Pain becomes the teacher. Regret becomes the warning. Time becomes the enemy. It reminds us that growth is not glamorous. It is lonely mornings. It is discipline when nobody is watching. It is working on yourself when there is no applause. It is studying while others sleep. It is building skills while others complain. Success does not come from motivation. It comes from commitment. The message dives deep into the idea that comfort is dangerous. Comfort whispers that tomorrow is fine. Comfort says you deserve a break. Comfort convinces you that average is safe, but average is a slow death of potential. And the saddest thing in life is not failure, it is wasted ability. The speech exposes the lie of luck. People call someone lucky when they see the result, but they ignore the years of unseen struggle. They do not see the rejection, the doubt, the tears, the nights of questioning, everything. They only see the moment it finally works. But what they call luck is usually preparation, meeting opportunity. And preparation is a choice. There is also a powerful emotional thread in this content. The idea that your current pain can either destroy you or define you. Hardship is not proof that you are cursed. It is proof that you are being shaped. Pressure creates strength. Fire purifies gold, and struggle builds character. But only if you decide to rise instead of surrender. The message challenges the listener to look in the mirror and accept ownership. No more blaming the system. No more waiting for support. No more pretending that life owes you something. The world owes you nothing. But it will respond to effort. It will respond to discipline. It will respond to resilience. Another key theme in this content is urgency. Time is not unlimited. Every day wasted in doubt is a day that never returns. The clock is ticking whether you act or not. And one day you will wake up and realize that the years have passed. The question is, will you be proud of how you use them? The speech also touches on identity. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past failures. You are not the opinions of people who underestimated you. You are what you decide to become starting today. Identity is built through action. When you act brave, you become brave. When you act disciplined, you become disciplined. Action reshapes belief. There is a deep emotional shift in the content when it moves from harsh truth to powerful promise. Yes, nobody is coming to save you, but that is not bad news. It is freedom. Because if nobody is coming, it means the power has always been in your hands. You are not waiting for permission anymore. You are not waiting for rescue. You are the one. The summary emphasizes that real transformation begins with small, consistent steps, not dramatic changes, not overnight success, just daily discipline. Wake up earlier, learn something new, improve one skill, make one courageous decision, repeat it every day. Over time, small steps create massive results. It also highlights the emotional cost of inaction. The pain of trying and failing is temporary, that the pain of never trying becomes permanent regret, and regret is heavier than failure. Failure teaches, regret haunts. There is a call to wake up spiritually and mentally, to stop living on autopilot, to stop drifting through days without intention, to become conscious of your habits, your circle, your thoughts. Because your habits shape your future, your circle influences your mindset, and your thoughts determine your actions. The content speaks directly to those who feel stuck. It acknowledges the exhaustion, the disappointment, the silent battles nobody sees. It validates that the struggle is real, but it refuses to let the listener stay there. It pushes them forward. It tells them that strength is built in darkness. Another powerful layer of the message is faith. Not necessarily religious in form, but faith in possibility. Faith that you are capable of more. Faith that your story is not finished. Faith that your current chapter does not define the entire book. Even when everything feels heavy, there is still potential inside you waiting to be activated. The speech summary reminds us that confidence is not something you wait to feel. It is something you build through action. The first step feels scary. The second step feels uncomfortable. But with each step, fear weakens and courage grows. It ends with a strong emotional resolve. Today is the day, not next month, not next year, not when circumstances improve. Today, because change does not begin with perfect conditions. It begins with a decision. The darkness in this message is not meant to depress. It is meant to awaken. The pain is not meant to crush. It is meant to sharpen. The urgency is not meant to scare. It is meant to activate. At its core, this content delivers one life-altering truth. You are responsible for the direction of your life. That responsibility may feel heavy, but it is also empowering. Because if you are responsible, then you are capable. And if you are capable, then you are unstoppable. Once you decide to move, no savior is coming. No applause is guaranteed. No comfort is permanent. But neither is your struggle. Neither is your fear. Neither is your current limitation. The story of your life is still being written. The pen is in your hand. The next sentence depends on what you do after this moment. And the question is simple. Will you rise?